Kata. I'm Elsie. Welcome to the Roundtable podcast. We've created the space for Ni Vanuatu women to speak freely on issues affecting us today. Let's navigate life in the islands together. Join me as I speak to a new guest every episode and ask the questions you've always wanted to ask. Ale, Yumistorian. This project is made possible with the support of the We Rise Coalition and PACMAS. Sister is a big believer in information is power. One of our main roles is to ensure women and girls are equipped with the right information so they can make well-informed decisions about issues affecting their lives. Benjamin Disraeli said, "As a general rule, the most successful man in life is the man who has the best information." On this episode, we talk about why information matters, and who better to talk about this subject than the Right to Information Office itself. Our guest today is Harold Obed from the Right to Information Unit. On this episode, we'll be referring to Right to Information Unit as RTI. Harold is now the manager of the RTI unit and has been with this initiative through the Media Association of Vanuatu since the initial discussions about the draft law which was developed to become the RTI Act. He is very vocal about the work of RTI, and we are very much looking forward to learning more about it. Hi, Harold. Thank you to mas for joining me in the episode.
Hi, Elsie. Thank you lo blokam part lo podcast pro sisters.
To start our conversation, maybe you sort of explain them small one them now, Hemi RTI unit and why it was established.
Okay, thank you. Why RTI unit? First time, right to information we talk about. Me want to explain a small first time. One na information we start refer lehem. Under the right to information law, you got one definition law. Information. Okay, so information law place here, it can mean any material in any form. Okay, so you must talk about all something, also small document, or manuscript, or memo, emails, advices, press release, all circulars, orders, even logbooks, all contract, all report, all samples, photograph, all film, even microfilm, sound recording, map, plan, or graph, drawing, any something also in form of data, or any something in form of where you come out electronic form, or information now. So you must talk about information now. Okay? For one name, information is important to us. Information is want something where me stress them full up. Me can plan the awareness law island. Me stress them importance information from where me want more people to listen say information me want me very helpful me benefit lol kata from me increase in surveyable lol kata me increase in surveyable lol kata lol activity especially lo in terms of RTI increase in okata lol activity blo government or structure blo government me encourage mo kata lol participate lo national decision making mo make him so kata le kata better understanding lo how government me function mo how we provide more services to go help them all get suppose you don't understand something about structure, suppose you don't understand something about budget. Bali remain silent lo kon upload kita, bali never talk out, bali stop no more now. So that is why information is very important. You quote him one talk blow Benjamin, mimila quote one talk too blow former Secretary General blow United Nations, Kofi Annan, and blow Ghana. Okay? Hemi talam talk all samsen. Knowledge is power. Information is liberating. From every survey where you store him, hemi give him power lo you me. Hemi make you strong. Suppose you no ka tol survey, but you me weak no, but you me never strong. And then you me strong. And me make him all information. It makes us. Me give him liberation. Freedom. Freedom blow one him. Exercise some rights blow you me, freedom blow you me want to talk, or you freedom blow you me want to participate. Lol development issues, lol discussion, lol issues where me come up. From time you know kat all something or save all something you know save kat freedom you want them to talk about one issue where come from you know understand an issue ya too. But sometimes time where you want them make a one comment to by me out of me outside a little bit lo topic So I mean out that's why Kofi Annan tell them knowledge is power, information is liberating.
Thank you, Thomas. Harold, we use to unpack what I'm now me information, the importance around it, and I guess why it pushed the formation of the RTI unit. There was this interesting report when Mimika Chinese Blow read him. It's the status of the right to information in Pacific Island countries report. In the report, it states that because civil society organizations were very engaged with the processes leading up to the adoption of the RTI law in Vanuatu, when it finally came into effect in 2017, the RTI law had contributed and in a way created this sense of openness in the country to ensure that our government bodies were more forthcoming with information since the law was put into place. And I think a lot of people still don't understand why this was such a big victory. I mean, I can hear it in the way you were explaining the importance of information and how it is liberating. And so it's a big success having established the RTI unit. And I just wanted to know, how does access to this kind of information empower or impact an individual?
Okay, also mena mitalama hemi save kam impact an individual ya suppose hemi kat save lo all issues also mi vle sa trying to encourage all people lo come forward, ask them information ask them information, any information you want them about government operation, one of them services na you should go benefit them all kita. Okay? Mi vle encourage mo kata only come forward mo ask them question. Mi vle believe strong also me now. Say got full of benefit play time we hemi ask him question mamba help him save play now. Mi vle sa talam lol kata say you look. Suppose you start to build one library lo ting play you. Bambay hemi benefit you big time. Mo mi vle talam lo kata say you must be interested you got interest information. Suppose you one where you know got interest nothing information. You think about no more every day you start village, you think about current blue, you know tomorrow me plan one after tomorrow but me plan one. It's like building a wall around you. You know got interest. Even parliament session time you know interest one them sabe how much budget blue you me But one them now lempi start talk about. Well member of parliament where you vote mo kata ko inside I broadcast live I stream live too. Lo Facebook I sabi watch MB. But sometimes when you know got interest one time, it's like building a wall around you. You isolate them so time you break a wall you find them say you connect them with a wall outside. You connect them with them all people outside. You connect them with them one them back again church community you all places also all social different association well established. You connect them with them all get after you build them savable you and then but you benefit plan them also mitalam suppose you also by suppose you work mitalam me give one example. Suppose you want to set them up one committee blow development blow water resource law area blow you me after you come ask him you say you have a member blow committee whereby you responsible obviously suppose you know got information about water but you tell them say no but suppose you one where you got interest finish or something but you got some information finish now obviously but you tell them yes okay me want them take them part of him so it gives you that freedom to want to participate so that's benefit play now why you sabi help you after you but you find them so you start level you finish you progress you go to next level you want to go up to next level you that's how liberating it becomes I'm giving you power and progress one of them Mr. Koya from pawaya all information where you have store now. Information where you open up to. Even lo social media, what I'm outside, but those are informations where you want them store them.
Thank you, Thomas Harold. I think that was one really good explanation. How you tell them was, got that interest, blow you accessible information. It's like building a wall around you. But as soon as you do go out and ask the questions to get the information, and me build them up. Me looks at me build them up confidence. Blow you want to blow. You save go back lo community, blow help a community blow you too, or even just your own well-being. And I think from my understanding, the RTI unit is a very important tool for anti-corruption in Vanuatu because it provides a push for transparency. And even though we are the first country in the Pacific to establish a RTI unit and pass the RTI law, like many things, there are still areas to strengthen. So I would love if you could tell us a little bit about the RTI's challenges, especially when it comes to providing information to the public.
Okay. Right to information, I mean, minimal some say, I mean, giving you law where you pass them, yeah. Right to Information Act. I mean, giving you right, yeah, to ask them information inside the government, mo kasem information, yeah. Okay. Same time, I mean, give him duty to the government. I mean, give him duty to the government, plus I mean, give him out information. Not just by request, but also by voluntary means, to be proactively publishing information. All documents, all kata, supposedly no publishing the website, maybe you go to social media, lo talam out one na list makem, mo to hemi blo help him government to blo list store him good all information. Proper records management, I mean, one are something to do with RTI. Time mi vla concern, mi vla develop him what national archives, more national library. Mi vla with them help lol kata, mi vla develop him first one of national records and information policy. Lol public sector. Every public office, yeah. We look at one now for the first time. We look at one policy, yeah. We simply properly managable records, information, also information, also meet that first time I finish, properly manageable kata. Either lo hard copy also or lo electronic form. I mean, say help lo easy access, Suppose one man, let me ask him one request. Let me ask him one information. And then let me easy you from where you have a quick time, you pick him up. One of him ask him, you can give him back. Before I think records, you know, care him too much. For example, maybe sometimes you sakarem on something, maybe straight after one meeting, after you got a minute plan, you come no, be one ising out pack and say, Imi go first time lo nakamal, you go drink cover. After you know how place to put him something, you put him no front desk, yes. And with the thing, say, you come back next morning, by him stop ya. Okay? Not this time, but I mean, no all same now. So, you want a proper records management system, I mean, make him say, you make sure, say, you accountable or decision play you, or actions play you. So, record, you know, stop him, must call a proper place, and me lose you accountable to him now. At the time, I may lose one record, categorize them, say, I one, you mean, you know, I think you spoil one record. And that's an offense under law, RTI law too, yeah. Okay? So, access to information, I mean, I'm giving you right to access them all facts, all data concerning any something inside all public office. Now, time is all public office, yeah? Mr. Minim, all ministry block government, all department block government, minim to all constitutional body, also, for example, parliament, president, all constitutional body with them, even all statutory body, also VBTC, for example, TRBR, URI, yes, URA, yes, all statutory body. what I include them to all company, private company, or government hemi set them up, Some company blo government, some Air Vanuatu, even National Bank, Reserve Bank, now everyone only covered inside lawyer. Hemi cover them up to all individual. Where you sign one contract, blo perform one something where government hemi give you money from. Lawyer hemi cover them up you too. Okay? Hemi even go as far as hemi cover them up to all NGO. Mostly receiving money outside, help them all get work get then after I cover them up all get as far as money I concern you how you spend the money and you want to get right lawyer ask them information based law workplace now money I go all something else now. Mr. Explain him law one provincial council meeting also say any place for example suppose you go one place you one bucket to full up water. After you go to a place where you crown, after you capsize them no more, you capsize them by you look water, you run, you go, you try, Emil Semia now. Money block government, Emil Semia now. Where place you spend them, you go, place where you finish and people got right to survey. How you spend the money. So anyone who have use some public money, where parliament have pass them, that becomes public fund there now. So how you use them, people got right to survey. How now you use them? One of them services now. Should you use them to benefit more people there?
Really interesting. Thank you, Thomas Harold Obed. I have a quick question. Suppose so Mimi want this survey. One ministry me one now budget where only been spend them last year. Who now by me call him like is there a specific contact or a specific person or RTI unit where by me contact them or you got one procedure where by me must follow them in order to access them information?
Take a question from a full up month I'm only want them information sometimes I'm ring direct lo mi fala. But no work lo mi fala give him straight information or some man only starting thing so no mi fala na mi fala central place where you ask him information mi fala give him no. RTI lu hemi work also. Suppose you want them one information, or them you ask them how government spend the money last year. Remember you must ring or you go look all Department of Finance. Or you even send them one email, you call all geta. Lo RTI website, you got one form, lo RTI request. I may help more people will you know several channel make one request. You make me easy no more look at that, there's full of form then you send them you go straight no more you email them you go Department of Finance, you copy mifala RTI at vanuatu.gov.vu. Okay? And then you copy by come ilo mifala tu. So mifala save follow up, mifala save sekat one RTI request ikolo Department of Finance. Okay? That's how you make them request play you. Department of Finance I make 30 days altogether. Within the 30 days, I respond to you with an answer, equivalent to you. But the first 5 days, I must respond to them to you, say, yes, it's true, make some request to you, but me deal with them. Thank you. I'll make 30 days, I give him information where you ask him. Okay? Now, maybe Department of Finance, by tell them, say, me no more need to give him information here to you. By, I say, tell them also, reason blame me from also. Department of Finance may publish some expenditure every year online. Time we RTI may come out and make a proactive publication full of awareness plan. So that will come. This time we publish some expenditure government every quarter. Every quarter that you go online, we say look, the government spend how much money even is. After what you say total budget blame, it says how much we spend them. Next quarter time I finish only add them up again. Government so far we spend them this much money. Okay? So yes, let me now. So every something now you have a current either the website or suppose you want one written form, you go to Department of Finance, you ask them secret plan too also. You go, you must tell them say, me ask them under the right to information law. Time you tell them also say you ask them under the right to information law, it makes it an obligation for them to give them information where you ask them. Suppose you know that, probably treat them also one normal request no more. And normal request can be next time you come here, sorry, mana way me should give information, I mean stop. Kanya na, and it's a track and we go pay. suppose you ask him, italam say under the right to information law, then it makes it an obligation under the right to information. Loli must give him information, you got all process, loli follow him, loli give him out information yalla yo. Me wonder story a little bit too how people only benefit or the different information, huh? Okay. Now we are main source for information. You mean all community, I mean social media. First place where only currently information what's to see one death someplace or one accident someplace, but you look at social media. Okay. Sometimes you got all online news too. But the thing is this. Social media, I mean also one story and you mean on nakamal. You historian lem, you make all different information way kamya, you historian alem maybe one man emi town ya karem information ya historian lo wife blame lo house after wife emi tomorrow da lo ko with mat ale hem emi karem information ya now emi ko share to lo information. Sometimes emi stop sharing information emi na sabe emi true or emi not true. Okay? So sometimes emi stop help lo sharing blow information will so you tell misinformation and some can be disinformation. Okay? Now difference between misinformation time where true say you can remember you know sabe say me one kiaman something ya be you go story and lo house after lo house to likaram ko story and lo naramamalo I stop spread now be emi story ni not true too be from the come out lo social media ya story and lo nakamal ya. Okay? Be got some story and will true lo social media. From where sometimes you only post them one time later, maybe or one circular, we come out only post them lo social media. Maybe got one accident, so you may say true say got one accident, then you may want to say money life or it. So those kind of information, some probably true, some probably misinformation or fake news, and there can be disinformation. Disinformation, every time we you savvy, emi kiaman finish pe. You are the cook yaman no malona ramane from you are the winning one something lem, huh? You got one interest lem where you are the cook yaman you are the one something interest play you. That's disinformation ya now. Okay? So I mean no good. Tukula tukata is sin. Tukula tukata kiaman. The one of the no say you know one you know minim, huh? So mina sa me be se tame you minim blow make him kiaman I mean is sin. Then the thing is, from where full of information, you not trust them too much on source play, some only come on fake account. Also, they cannot be trusted, Even lo some online news, sometimes you go look out them news too, online news, you may look at all news pay. Some source where you know understand them no more, you know, sabe say also be only write about Vanuatu. After you believe him or no, but from you don't understand them source, then you cannot trust that source too, and then you make out Lodara said you make out all mainstream media. Mainstream media you may talk about also PBTC, you got Radio Vanuatu, you got Paradise FM, you got Television Blow Vanuatu. Daily Post, you got Pass FM, you got Capital FM 107 you got Daily Post newspaper. Okay? Those are mainstream media where all people blame only train to write them story. Moli follow more code of ethics pro media. Where I mean to say, one when you put them out, he must be accurate, he must be true, now. Okay? Well, we all make mistakes, but mostly I should be all same now. Okay? Supposing something come out with me wrong, then a quick time no correct them. That's why it is more reliable than any other source per information. So, Mr. encouraging everyone just to build our knowledge on information. Mr. encouraging kota wala no kat radio too, Pero mas PM radio, PM one good for quality radio or some national lofongkwe, from you got some frequency where sometimes I mean no strong, but just you got one good for reliable radio, then but you still have listen lo radio, you still have listen lo information where come to help you, okay? But suppose you know stop you must break a barrier, just by getting the right resources on some more choose more right source flow information where you want them listen them or you want them harem, will help them you. From false information, I mean, I help them you, I mean, I come on destructive something, is a spoil them you, is a divide them community, even I lead you go lotet one person. So you mean help lo spread them all information we know true. But you mean help lo karem information no we me true. You mean pass me ko lo help me build me give me power. Lo give me power ya lo me liberate me lo you want participate lo activity inside or make him even connect me with them all right decision making process inside lo region lo community level or regional level even lo national level. Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you for the tip, Harold. I think for me too. I mean, say me new me one eye opener from really mimi no even service financial gatolista the only transparent thing is only publishing one and now money me spend, and I think it's a lot of it comes from like all posts lo Facebook and all talk all manually say be money go where how now governments are spending, but it's all there like all you mean no more you mean need blow go out there blow look out them information and everything is there. And I like the little trick that you said. If anything, just refer to the RTI Act. I understand that the unit has been in Vanuatu for over 5 years now, and we are still learning so much more about the new body and how it works. More mivla want to learn more around the work we used to make more how now hemi stop lift them up life blow communities blue me lo Vanuatu. Can you share any recent initiatives or programs or maybe trainings where RTI Hemistap carry out Naya to improve access to information, especially for these vulnerable groups?
Okay. Yes. Mi vulai try to help mo kata mi flat isa make full of awareness. Wana mi vulai kamlo look savena se emeno lack of understanding lo budget block government. Lack of understanding lo structure block government, full polo no sabe reason for ano list of vote, all those things, it became se mi vela to think about how can we help them? After lo 2019, mi vela develop one poster. Poster ya mi owned by finance. Mi vela help mo katablo mi vela develop poster ya. Okay? Poster ya mi back to back poster. Mo emi karem every department of government may show you how much budget now government may spend them. You go each ministry after you go download department below call citizens budget. More easy blowly understand them rather than you say book blow budget very thick. It thick way thick. So one man sabe me simplify people thick book and I come one poster no more back to back. You sabe look at me sabe amas money come through lo education we come koko sabe come benefit you. Yes, unfortunately, mi vlai startem finance mi should continue be COVID come na me come say mi disrupt them process ya pe. Yes, mi vlai me come mena phase 1. I come lo 2020. Mi vlai look him to say time mi vlai sta corona mi vlai ask him all man say pe you vlai sta vote from one most time balitalem say mi vlai vote from well candidate el kam talem se me vote from policy ol semena policy ol sem after mi vlai talem se after li talem le you hamas nam cost pro policy mani ble maswana how now we connect with them NSTP National Sustainable Development Goals play you me people plan block government na plan blow people's plan ya I said no mi vlai no connect them in something ol sem okay say okay so minim say you know sabe real reason for na you start vote mi vlai try talam lol kata sebe ol MPA you start vote lol kata ligatol money bloli give him le YouTube lo manage him so mi vlai ka mana mi vlai mekem mi vlai ko tok with the story with the kata lo parliament se look at understand misa lack of understanding lo how all money where you last pass me we go through lo MP blow ko benefit more people lo down here. So let's develop one more poster you vla. So mi vla develop poster ya. Poster ya ami karem supposed to look by katol benefits or entitlement blow member blow parliament during one parliament session. Okay? After mi vla list him salary blow from under law parliament kata you got all positions where one MP emi save stable him andalo one mo call him Official Salaries Act. Emi list him all positions where one MP emi save kasem is town lem after ale emi save karem salary. Okay? Emi minimum sem se. Time one MP emi no stable one position emi se emi no karem salary now. From salary full town andalo Official Salaries Act now. Okay? So mi vilai try to explain mo kata how na mi save help all people town only understand him. So only give me all information. This is how it works. Mi vilai historian mo kata attorney general. Only give me vilai straight advice how mi vilai go about with him. And then mi vilai develop a postaya. Kasi mi talo one place and mi talk about benefits for MP lo time one parliament session mi take place. After I talk about salary blol kata. Mo one positions only entitled them under Official Salaries Act. After me vla historian tu lo one rafala act where you call members of parliament expenses and allowances act. Hemi about money blow constituency money where Olympia usum blow help all people lo constituency. Okay, so postaya hemi all seme now. After me vla inside me vla tell them two all benefits which was you one minister and then you still entitled lo one for example traveling. Airfare blue one back again is every information is inside lo postaya. So emi very helpful. Postaya time mi vla ko kiwi tol man oli interest lehem we. From naya oli savena reason for one oli sta vote. Oli save se one MP blol keta lo 1 year emi karem about 12.5 million olsem. Plo help mol keta lo one constituency. 1 MP. So eminim se lo full-time lo MP I mean, Mr. talk about close up 50 million now. To help more people. So, lottery allowances, yes. So time mi vla sa karem hemia, mi vla go out. Oh, man only interest lo hemia we from only never harem from MP. I mean, talk about full something historian. I mean, talk about no maybe 3 million MP allocation where mi Crovin is going to blow naya 5 million lo 1 year. Where one MP only karem blow help mo kada. Emi wan naraposta we mi vlai help lo develop him. Naraposta we mi vlai walk lehem naya stop sooner or later but mi vlai finish him. Emi wan posta we mi complete finish stop. Emi blow council ablo mi blow province. From mi vla koran oli talem sepe i vlai me kepe mi vlai wan sabe tu mi vlai sta wata mo council mi vlai no sabe so sta use manual so wana. So mi vlai develop wan naraposta we mi blow council by me look hamas manay ko lo council blo yusum by me look hamas manay ko lo area councils blo yusum by me look hamas manay ko lo all area administrators blo yusum blo benefit blo people down low level blo community blo yumi mi vla sta wet no lo DLA tipadon blo local authority once only confirm mo fika then ba mi vla launch emi wan na reposta mo vla sta karemi ko ran.
Oh, am I after mas meeting about me look postable MP allocations. I think maybe just come start walk no more staff the executive director Mivlana show post me. And I remember I was like, oh my gosh, for me to be never look one kind of information or something. And I was like going through all the the budget and I was like, that's a lot of money. But it was good. Like I felt like, okay, at least we got one small information where mi sabe helping me too or I'll think me. But really excited for the new poster that's coming. You got one Facebook page whereby you've like putum or are you guys doing like an official launch?
The provincial councils, yes, by time mi vla ready, but mi vla make one official launch plan. People pa MP entitlements, mi vla launch and finish, and vla stuck around what yes.
Okay, so Emma Blo area provincial councils by just the come out. Okay, well I'm really excited for that. Once it comes out, me sure so you me share law all social media platforms play me to blow again, share that information. To wrap up this very interesting discussion, Harold, thank you Thomas for you have training me blow. I give you more information inside blow RTI unit. Last question blow you me too. Emmy, one question when we've to ask him every guest when we've will come join him all previous episodes believe me. In 3 words, describe what your journey has been as a proud Ni Vanuatu navigating life in Vanuatu.
Passion for RTI.
Thank you, Harold. I love your 3 words. Thank you again for joining me for that very informative conversation.
Thank you to be part of your podcast.
As always, we love to leave you with good information to take away from each episode. Information is power. Also, I'm Harold Emitalem. Clearly, the conversation Blomitufala. Don't build a wall around yourself. Get out there, find the resources, find the books, find the websites, read the newspapers, gain knowledge through the information that is out there, because it won't only help you as an individual, but it will also help the community that you're part of. Misinformation and disinformation. Harold clearly explained the difference between the two and the negative impacts it has. Remember, when you are presented with information, ask questions. Don't believe everything that you see in social media. Don't believe everything that you hear in the Nakamal or from your aunties or from whoever. You need to always make sure that you keep an open mind to the information that you're receiving. We've got lots of other resources and links, which you'll find in our show notes. That brings us to the end of another episode. We hope this conversation has opened your mind to the importance of accessing information. As always, thanks for listening to The Roundtable. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Sister Vanuatu and our website, sister.com.vu. This is Elsie from The Roundtable. If you want to hear more from The Roundtable podcast, make sure to tune in to the next episode.